Hey guys, doing another video today. I don't even know if I'm going to post this one. Anyway, salty potsy husband again from the truck. Well, I was thinking about wheelchair designs for my wife. We went to a car show this past Saturday, and of course she got overheated. We were probably there for 10, 20 minutes. Had to take her inside, cool her off, get her some iced tea, and this other thing to do, and just let her chill out for a minute and normalize, get her blood pressure back down, her heart rate back down, and all that kind of stuff. But she realized, and I've already told her, that we needed to get a wheelchair with suspension. Well, they've got the solid wheelchairs that don't fold up and that have the suspension on them. However, I've been thinking about a way to come up like a design or something with the wheelchair that folds that has suspension. And I'm a car guy. I was thinking, okay, well, I could do a triangulated four link, and have the axle float on some sort of suspension, but that means it's got to have a solid axle. It won't break in half. It won't fold in half unless I was able to kind of like a baby crib. You know how it has two bars that go across the deal, and then it has another bar that kind of hooks in the center, and that center bar kind of links those two together. Well, if I could make that to where it folds up, everything comes in and collapses, and do something like that, kind of like a baby crib or a baby stroller or something like that. But then how do I pull the center section up? Well, I was also thinking have a strap attached to the bottom of the seat, pick the seat up from both ends, pick that up. When the seat picks up to fold it up, strap is attached to the axle. The center of the part of the axle lifts up, it collapses in. Okay, that could possibly work, but then I'd have to have hinge points next to the tires to be able to hinge it and come in. So I'm not sure about that. Then I started thinking about upper and lower control arms. Have an A arm on the top, A arm on the bottom. But I thought, that wouldn't work. You need just one A arm with a spindle on it. That way the wheel can attach, and then have a bar across the top of that with a shock going, like a car, like the front or independent suspension on a car. Well, then I thought, okay, well now I got this A arm triangle, right? Then the tires on the outside of it, like, triangle, tire, shock. Well, now I've got this triangle that I gotta suck in somehow. And then I started thinking, okay, her wheelchair she has now is just, it's got an X member across the bottom of it, and that, oh, kind of hard to drive into this. I drive with my knee. Ooh, multitasking. Anyway, X crosses like this, and when it folds up, it just folds up together like that. And then whenever it unfolds where she could ride in it, it unfolds like that. And basically square on this side, square on this side, and that X keeps them together. Okay, well, if I do that, I can basically make the seat to where it hinges in the front and then comes to the back and has a shock of the back, shock of the back. And then she just rides on that shock, those two shocks in the back like that. And when she pulls it up, everything still folds up and all that. The bad thing about that is that wheelchair is flipping heavy. I mean, it's not bad for me at all, but by the time you pick it up in the back of a Suburban and put it in, it's tall, it's heavier than it really should be because it's made out of steel, I think, instead of aluminum. My father-in-law struggles big time to be able to get in. My wife can't pick it up at all. This is something that she needs to be able to do and handle herself. And another thing is the self-propelled aspect of it. My wife wants to be able to shop. When she has, okay days, she wants to be able to load up, go to Walmart, get her wheelchair out, and shop. Well, how does she do the self-propel thing? Wheels on the side. and push a buggy at the same time and load stuff in the buggy. So got to figure that out. There's some really cool ideas out there, and there's one in the UK that's a front wheel drive, basically turns your wheelchair into like a three wheeler. That looks really cool to me. It's self-propelled. It kind of comes in, hooks up, lifts the front wheels of the wheelchair off the ground like half an inch or whatever, and it's like a throttle, like a motorcycle. Now, I thought about that. That would be a cool thing to do, but me being a car, motorcycle, Jeep, boat, whatever guy, I want that Joker raked out. I want like a Sugar Bear front end. If y'all don't know who Sugar Bear is, and I'm not talking about the cereal. I'm talking about the long raked half moon shaped front end. It's a Springer front end. Look him up. He's got some very cool bikes. It's not the words I wanted to use, but I'm on YouTube. So thought about doing that, and I thought, how cool would that be? Have a long raked out chopper type wheelchair, but yeah, I would trip so many people in Walmart turning it, or my wife would. I would laugh. They'd be mad. We might get sued, but it would be cool. Uh, Thought about, something underneath the wheelchair to propel her. I could put a go-kart motor on it. She don't like that idea. I'll talk to her about it. Um, I could put a chainsaw motor on it, weed eater motor, something. It'd be loud, but it'd be cool. No, I'm just, in all reality, just looking for something. This guy had suspension on it. It collapses. It's lightweight. I can put a handle on it to where if she doesn't want to propel herself, I can push her. And we need some accessories to go like from handle to handle, hang a bag on, like her purse. If she doesn't want to carry her purse, we need a center hook or something, which that's just two straps and a D-ring pretty much. Um, we've kind of got that figured out, but it'd be nice to have something that, I don't know, is designed, it works every single time. You don't have to rig something up. You guys have any ideas about any of that stuff? Hit me up, man. I can understand a whole lot of description type stuff, but if you have a way to draw it out, label it, take a picture of it, post it, hey, I'm game. I'm gonna start or try to anyway. This weekend we got to go get my son in Florida and bring him home. But I'm going to try to play around with some PVC pipe and basically create a wheelchair in a way to where whenever I get it figured out, then I can take it to like a machine shop or a welding shop and say, hey, make this out of aluminum, and it needs to be strong, and maybe some cross braces or excuse me, something. That way it don't fall apart on her. And who knows, I might come up with a whole new wheelchair. I mean, I've got some ideas because I worked in a carpentry shop a little bit in the military, kind of like a S form. And that S, if you laminate enough pieces of wood together, it's strong enough that S can be a spring within itself. Eventually it'll break, but maybe something out of metal, kind of like a leaf spring action, for a truck or a car. Leaf springs are sometimes your suspension, and it moves in and out for the flex, and that's how you get a smooth ride going down the road along with a shock. Of course, this would have a shock on it to stop the bouncing, but um, maybe an idea of something like that and attach, the little wheels on the back, the big wheels up front. I don't know. There's they call it the Harley Davidson of wheelchairs. Look it up. I think it's a real cool design. My wife's like, ew, that's ugly. I'm like, it's freaking awesome. It's got a leather seat, which I'd like to do for her. It's, I don't know, it looks cool to me, but I like weird things. oddly shaped things, things that don't look like they should work, but work better than they should. Anyway, yeah, hit me up. If you like the video, you know, like it, share it, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Message me. Want to talk about it? Send me a message with your number. Well, I'll call you and we can hang out on the phone. And if you're in our local area, maybe we could come up with something together. Create, reinvent the wheelchair. And who knows? Maybe sell it on the private sector and make a lot of money. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys for your time. Talk to y'all later.